day 394. So today was my long hike, the one that I had planned on doing and like mentally prepared for, which is my probably the longest one that I do right now, which is about 12 miles, was actually reserved. And because I decided to do this last minute, well, not the hike, but reserving online to go to the park, because you kind of have to do that in Texas in order to actually make sure you get in. They were completely booked, and so I went ahead and just booked out for the rest of the month so that I know I'll get to the park that I want to get into on the day that I want to get into. But I ended up going out to another park that I've done before, but I did a different loop, and I ended up doing about 9.5 miles, and the loop I normally do there is about 10.5. Probably won't do it again. The first part was nice. It was like rolling and then went downhill, and then I went back uphill, and then it was rolling. But unfortunately, the last like 2 miles, at least a mile of that was in the sun, and I'm a redhead with fair skin. And so I burn easily. You can see my nose is nice and red right now. And I actually don't have too much burnt on like my hands or anything like that. I've got a little bit of red, mostly because I do the biking and the hiking and everything. So that kind of helps. So I get a nice tan and then I'm done. But if that wasn't enough, I also, while I was walking, determined what I was going to do between now and Asia, which is a month away, or a month and a couple days. And this is also the springtime, so, working outside, this is the time to do it, because it's going to get really hot really soon. So today was pressure washing my house to prep it for painting. There's a couple more days that might have rain in the next week or two, but we're kind of out of the like 3, 4, 5 days in a row rain. And we're in the weather where it's like 50s, 60s in the morning, and then it warms up to about 80s in the afternoon, which is really nice. So I got home, had dinner at like 3 o'clock, and then pressure washed my house. And so that was something I wasn't really planning on, but did it anyways. I also got on my ladder that I bought specifically so that I could get on the roof of my house and or get to all the points that I need to paint. And I did climb up it once or twice to the tallest point that I need to. I feel a little sketch about doing it at this point, but that's because I'm not a painter by trade, and so I don't get on a ladder that goes to essentially 2 stories on a regular basis. It's a sturdy ladder. It can hold my weight, definitely. I just, it's one thing to go up a story and get on a roof. It's another thing to lean a ladder up against the wall with a little bit of a curve of a hill that you're laying it on and have to like paint while you're there, right? And be cautious of everything that you're doing. So yeah, that is what I am planning. I'm going to do the hard parts first, and then work my way down, right, so that I'm working on the easier parts later. And so that'll be kind of the next week or so. I will be continuing to exercise. The painting and the housework are on top. I am not considering it part of my normal physical activity. So we're talking hour and a half of physical activity plus however many hours, like tomorrow, right, is going to be get up, start painting, paint until you don't feel like painting anymore, go swimming, and then come home and paint some more. And probably paint until it gets dark. So ideally, I can get all of the edges or all of the trim done, at least for the trim that's connected to the roof. and do at least one coat, if not two. So we'll see. It all depends on how tomorrow goes, because I will also be doing an hour of swimming. So, till tomorrow then.